India got its independence on 15th August 1947. It was a moment of immense pride and joy for millions of Indians who had long dreamed of a free nation. The air was filled with hope, excitement, and a sense of new beginnings. People from all walks of life came together to celebrate the birth of a new country, united by the promise of freedom and a better future. But after the celebrations, a big question remained. How would this new country be governed? We needed a set of rules, a guiding framework, to help us run our country smoothly and fairly. This was not a simple task, because India is a land of many languages, cultures, and traditions. The leaders of our nation knew that to keep such a diverse country united, we needed a strong foundation that everyone could agree upon. This set of rules is what we call our Constitution. The Constitution is not just a book or a document, it is the soul of our nation. It lays down the basic principles and values that guide us as a country. It tells us what kind of nation we want to be and how we should treat each other as citizens of India. You can think of the Constitution as a rule book for our country, but it is much more than that. Just like the rules of a game help everyone play fairly, the Constitution helps everyone in India live together peacefully and with respect for each other. It explains how our government should be organized, how leaders are chosen, and how laws are made. It also makes sure that everyone, no matter who they are, is treated equally and has the same rights. The Constitution tells us how our government should work, and it also tells us the rights and duties of every citizen. It explains the powers of the President, the Prime Minister, and the Parliament. It describes how the courts protect our rights and make sure that laws are followed. It also reminds us that with rights come responsibilities, and every citizen has a duty to respect the laws, help others, and protect the unity of our country. The Constitution of India is a very important document. It is carefully preserved and respected by everyone, from leaders to ordinary citizens. It is studied by students, discussed by scholars, and celebrated on special days like Republic Day. The Constitution is a living document, which means it can be changed or amended as our country grows and faces new challenges. This helps us make sure that the rules always match the needs of the people. In fact, India's constitution is the longest written constitution in the world. It has more words and covers more topics than any other constitution. This is because our leaders wanted to make sure that every part of our diverse country was included and protected. They thought about every possible situation so that the Constitution could guide us through any challenge, big or small. It took a lot of hard work and dedication to write the Constitution. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, who is known as the chief architect of the Constitution, along with many other leaders, spent almost 3 years discussing, debating, and writing every part of it. They worked day and night, listened to people from all over the country, and made sure that the Constitution would be fair and just for everyone. Their commitment and vision gave us a document that has stood the test of time. Today, the Constitution stands as a symbol of our independence and our democracy. It reminds us of the struggles and dreams of those who fought for our freedom, and it guides us as we build a better future together. By respecting and following the Constitution, we honor the spirit of unity, justice, and equality that defines India. Before independence, India was ruled by the British, and they had their own laws. After we got independence, we needed our own laws. We needed a new system of government. The Constitution gave us a fresh start. It declared India a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. This means that India is a free country, and the people of India have the power to choose their government. To write the Constitution, a drafting committee was formed on 29 August 1947. This committee had 389 members. They were from different parts of India and from different backgrounds. The drafting committee's job was very important. They had to write a constitution that was fair to everyone, and they had to make sure that the Constitution protected the rights of all Indians. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman of the drafting committee. He is known as the father of the Indian Constitution. He was a wise and visionary leader, and he believed in equality and justice for all. Dr. Ambedkar played a key role in drafting the Constitution. He made sure that the Constitution protected the rights of the poor and the marginalized. He is remembered for his contribution to India's freedom and progress. So, the Preamble is like an introduction to the Constitution. It's actually a short statement that tells us the goals and values of our Constitution. You could say it's like the soul of the Constitution. The preamble says that India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. It also talks about justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. These are the values that our Constitution stands for. The preamble to the Indian Constitution is not just a set of words. It is a powerful promise made to every citizen of India. At its very heart, the preamble assures us of four fundamental values: justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. These are not just ideals, but guiding principles that shape the way our country is governed and how we live together as a society. Let's explore what each of these values truly means for us in our daily lives. Justice, the first value, is a promise that every person in India will be treated fairly and without bias. It means that the law protects everyone equally, regardless of their background, religion, or social status. Whether you are rich or poor, young or old, the courts and the legal system are there to ensure that your rights are respected. Justice also means that if someone is wronged, they have the right to seek help and get a fair hearing. It is the foundation of a society where everyone feels safe and protected. The second value, liberty, is about freedom. The preamble promises liberty to all citizens, which means that every individual has the right to think for themselves, to express their opinions, and to follow their own beliefs. Liberty allows us to speak freely, practice any religion, and make choices about our own lives as long as we respect the rights of others and follow the law. This freedom is what makes our society vibrant and diverse, allowing people to pursue their dreams and live without fear. Liberty is not just about big things like voting or protesting. It's also about the small choices we make every day, what we wear, what we read, and how we express ourselves. It encourages creativity, innovation, and the sharing of new ideas. By protecting our freedoms, the Constitution helps us grow as individuals and as a nation. The third value, equality, is a promise that every citizen is treated the same under the law. No one is above or below another, and everyone has the same rights and opportunities. This means that discrimination based on caste, religion, gender, or economic status is not allowed. Equality ensures that everyone can participate in the life of the nation, whether it's voting in elections, getting an education, or finding a job. It is the key to building a society where everyone has a fair chance to succeed. Equality is not just a legal concept, it is something we must practice every day. It means treating others with respect, standing up against injustice, and making sure that everyone's voice is heard. When we embrace equality, we help create a more just and inclusive society for all. The fourth value, fraternity, is about brotherhood and unity. The preamble promises that all citizens will live together in a spirit of friendship and mutual respect. Fraternity means that we look beyond our differences and see each other as members of one big family. It encourages us to support one another, celebrate our diversity, and work together for the common good. Fraternity is what binds us together as a nation, helping us overcome challenges and build a peaceful society. In essence, justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity are the pillars of our democracy. They remind us that every Indian, no matter who they are, deserves respect, freedom, and a sense of belonging. By upholding these values, we can create a nation where everyone has the opportunity to thrive, and where peace and harmony are not just dreams, but a reality for all. India is a country of many religions, languages, and cultures. The preamble recognizes this diversity. It promises to protect the rights of all communities. It aims to create a society where everyone feels respected and included. The preamble emphasizes the importance of unity. It reminds us that despite our differences, we are all Indians. We need to work together for the progress of our nation. The Constitution of India is not just a book of laws, but a living document that shapes our daily lives and guides the way we interact with one another. It lays down the foundation for a just and fair society, ensuring that every citizen, regardless of their background, is treated with dignity and respect. The Constitution gives us many fundamental rights, which are essential for our growth and well-being as individuals and as a nation. These rights include the right to equality, which means that everyone is equal before the law and has equal protection of the laws. No one can be discriminated against on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. The right to freedom allows us to express our thoughts, move freely throughout the country, and choose our own profession. The right against exploitation protects us from being forced to work in unfair conditions or being treated unjustly. The right to freedom of religion ensures that every person has the liberty to follow, practice, and propagate the religion of their choice. This right helps us celebrate the rich diversity of our country, where people of different faiths live together in harmony and mutual respect. Another important right is the right to constitutional remedies. This means that if any of our fundamental rights are violated, we can approach the courts for justice. The Constitution empowers us to seek protection and ensures that our rights are not just words on paper, but real and enforceable. But rights come with responsibilities. Along with rights, the Constitution also talks about our duties as citizens. These duties remind us that we are part of a larger community and that our actions affect others around us. As responsible citizens, we have a duty to respect the Constitution, to follow its principles, and to contribute positively to our society. This includes respecting the national symbols, protecting public property, and striving to create a clean and healthy environment. We must also uphold the sovereignty and integrity of India, which means protecting the unity of our country and standing together in times of need. Our Constitution encourages us to be proud of our nation and to work towards its progress and security. Most importantly, we are called to promote harmony and the spirit of common brotherhood amongst all Indians, regardless of our differences. By living by the Constitution, we help build a nation where everyone feels safe, valued, and free to pursue their dreams. Let us remember that the strength of our country lies in our unity, and it is our shared responsibility to uphold the values enshrined in our Constitution every day. The Constitution of India is a gift from our freedom fighters to future generations. It is a document that has stood the test of time. It is a beacon of hope for millions of Indians. It is our duty to protect and preserve our Constitution. We need to understand its values and principles. We need to live by its ideals. Only then can we build a truly free and prosperous India.